following is a presentation of the Eagles Sports Network. This is Carson-Newman basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
Now 5-5, top of the key, three-pointers up, it's in! It's a 10-1 Carson-Newman scoring run.
We're getting you set for game day with the countdown to tip-off, powered by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative. Carson-Newman basketball is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, AEC, bringing the winning game plan to your team. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, the official beverage of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing laser-focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service-built. By Aramark, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Quality Suites, an official hotel of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Tennessee National Guard, a generation of volunteers. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
For the second time in 4 years, some hardware coming back to Mossy Creek.
Now, here's the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Holt Fieldhouse as we get set for tip-off as the Lady Eagles get ready to take on the Emory and Henry Wasps for the first time in the history of these two programs. They'll square off on the hardwood here today. Carson-Newman is riding a hot streak. Lady Eagles have won 5 consecutive games, including coming off of an excellent showing on Monday afternoon, a 93-65 win over Coker. 28-point victory for the Lady Eagles in that contest. Carson-Newman is catching fire at home as well with 5 wins there. This is the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off, brought to you by the Appalachian Electric Cooperative. Make the right call for energy efficiency and score big savings today. Contact AEC, your trusted energy partner. Well, some history to look forward to potentially tonight. Sydney Pierce needs one more block to become the 7th player in program history with 100 for her career, and she can do that here tonight. She has at least one block in 8 of the last 10 and has certainly found a rhythm over that stretch. One of the top shot blockers in the entire country, 18th in the nation in that category, and she's coming off of a career high 16 points as well on Monday afternoon. So Pierce could make some history tonight, and then you always have that notion to pay attention to where Braylon Weichel and Addison Bird will end up on the scoring ledger after tonight. Weichel needs 6 points to pass Corrine Wells for 11th on the all-time list, and Bird needs 3 to pass Karen Cook and 5 to pass Lisa Gwynn to move into 22nd on the school's all-time list. So some things to keep our eyes out for here in this contest. Carson-Newman is getting ready to take on Emory and Henry. The Wasps have a 25-point win over North Greenville on their ledger this season. Mike Mincy was not happy with the overall effort against Coker. So what does this Lady Eagle team need to do as they prepare for 17th-ranked Wingate on Saturday? Mike Mincy answers that question and more as we come back. This is the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off as Carson-Newman gets set for action against Emory and Henry here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Our pregame conversation with head coach Mike Mincy heads your way in 60 seconds on the Eagles Sports Network.
Since 1916, a lot of independent agents have recommended auto owners insurance, and a lot of parents have taken that recommendation to heart. So have a lot of their children, and grandchildren, and great-grandchildren. As we celebrate our first 100 years, Auto Owners Insurance thanks all those who have put their trust in us, and all the generations who will.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Time to check in with the Lady Eagles head coach. Here's Mike Mincy alongside the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
Carson-Newman wraps up a two-game homestand with Emory and Henry in the first ever meeting between these clubs. Speaking with Coach Mike Mincy, I'm Michael Watrang here for the Eagle Sports Network. And, Coach, when you look at Emory and Henry, they've played a heck of a schedule because they've played teams from all three divisions at the NCAA level, NAIA teams as well. What stands out to you about some of their more recent performances where they've won 3 or 4?
You know, I think the one that stands out to me the most is probably the North Greenville game where they beat them on the road, which is a Division II team in our region, beat them by 20. I think Belmont Abbey most recently, who's our reigning region champ, beat them by like 14. So it just goes to show that with this particular team, on any given night, some things can happen for them. They've had their moments like against LMU and Lander where, it didn't fare too well for them. But then against some of the other opponents, especially from other divisions, they've certainly been successful. And winning 7 games gives them that ability to at least know how to get it done.
You mentioned the Lander game. Turnovers have been an issue with this team all year long. 41 in that Lander game led to 55 points. What do you see from that matchup and the way that Lander presses that could translate for your team to have some success?
Well, I mean, obviously us and Lander are, we're two different type of teams. But the one thing about Lander, Emory and Henry competed with them for a half, and they took care of the basketball in the first half okay, got it past their press because Lander was just getting overextended, trying to steal it from them stuff, and gave up layups. With our 2-2-1, we certainly don't want to do that. And, you're going into this game as the favorite, as a team that's supposed to win and should win, but we need to clean up some things that we didn't do as well against Coker in a 28-point win. But they haven't taken care of the ball over the course of the season, and obviously we're pretty good at taking away, so we need to try to do that tonight.
Speaking with Coach Mike Mincy, getting set for tip-off, Lady Eagles and the Wasps for the first time ever. You mentioned cleaning up some things. Your team's been out-rebounded in back-to-back games, and that had been a real strong suit for your program the last few years. What are you seeing on film that needs to be corrected?
Well, it's a little bit of just how the game is being played out. Like against Coker, for example, we turn them over 23 times. We shoot the ball great, don't get a ton of offensive rebounds. You find yourself, and you can't really be disappointed. You're winning a game by 28, and you get I don't even know why we got out-rebounded by a few, single digits. At LR, the same thing. We put up 81. We give up 70. You got an 11-point win, and you're getting out-rebounded. But I think it's just the turnovers. I think that discrepancy where they're not taking as many shots. We don't have the capability of getting a defensive rebound when they take shots, or possibly we foul them, put them at the free throw line, that kind of thing. So it's not a huge concern, but it is something that, typically if you're winning the rebounding battle, you're going to be successful.
Well, we've talked a lot about scoring this season and 2 players entering the 1,000-point club. Sydney Pierce right here on the doorstep of 100 career blocks. She'd be the 7th player in program history to do that. She's blossomed as well, coming off of a career-high 16 points the other night. She is at least 1 block in 8 of the last 10. What kind of asset has she been for your club?
I've been really pleased with Sid. Her transition from her freshman year, the thing was, Sid, you need to be shooting 50% or better if 60% would be elite. And now that's where she finds herself, right there at 63%. Lindsay's at 63.1. So our 2 5s that we're rotating in and out of the game right now are very efficient near the rim. But Sid's an elite rim protector. She doesn't get out of position. She's 6'3". She's got good timing. And, it's just a far cry from where we were when I first started and some of my first few teams where we've got a 5'11" post player. And now we've got 2 sizable bigs that are getting it done near the rim. And certainly for her to be able to achieve 100 blocks in a career and then some once she attains it is a credit to how long, she stayed in there. It hadn't always been great for her. But she's had a great attitude. She's probably the best team player we have on the team. Whether she plays a minute or when she plays 30 minutes, she's happy if we're successful and get the W. And so we certainly have enjoyed her being here, and this recent success she's having, we're happy for her.
Coach, really appreciate the time. Best of luck tonight.
Thank you, Michael.
That's Carson-Newman coach Mike Mincy. When we come back, we'll have the starters and the play-by-play Lady Eagles and Wasps for the first ever meeting. It's Carson-Newman and Emory and Henry coming up next on the AEC Countdown to Tip-Off on the Eagle Sports Network.
Building a new home? AEC can help. Build an all-electric home with an electric heat pump, an electric water heater, an electric range, and an electric washer and dryer. AEC's certified energy inspector will provide expert advice during construction and a complete home inspection upon finish. Before the drywall is in place, call AEC at 865-719-8322. AEC. We're power with purpose.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
We're getting closer to tip-off.
Price picks it up, and Carson-Newman is the South Atlantic Conference Tournament champions.
More CN memories are headed your way on the Eagles Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear, shopcneagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopcneagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. Shopcneagles.com.
We welcome you back to Holt Fieldhouse as we get set for tip-off. Carson-Newman and Emory and Henry. We'll get used to this matchup in coming years as the Wasps are joining the South Atlantic Conference next season. And Emory and Henry checking in at 7-8 overall this year, and a great road team, 6-3 away from home this season. And here's the starting lineup for Coach Jacqueline Dickens, her 7th season back at her alma mater. Claudia Frost, a junior 5'8 guard from Damascus, Virginia. Amaya Lee, the King transfer, junior at 5'5", averaging 33 minutes per night. Callie Hatterer, 7.5 points per game, the senior from Bristol, Virginia, a 5'8 guard. Macy McClellan, averaging 4 points per game, the freshman from Kingsport, Tennessee. And rounding out the crew is one of the team's 2 double-digit scorers on the year, Alexis Hoppers, the senior center at 6'2 from Sparta, North Carolina. Carson-Newman on the other side for a 8th consecutive game will trot out the same starting 5 after they had 7 starting lineups in the first 10 games of the season. Lady Eagles at 14-3 overall in the season. Addison Bird, Braylon Weichel, Campbell Penland, Lindsey Taylor, and Skylar Boshears will be the starters for the team's double-digit scores this year. Skylar Boshears' back-to-back double-digit efforts is just shy of double figures, 9.8 points per game this year. The Lady Eagles have been excellent at home. They've won 5 straight home games. They've scored at least 80 points in 5 of the 7 home affairs this season. On top of that, in the last 3, Carson-Newman has scored 93 points per game. Can they get to that elusive triple-digit mark here today against Emory and Henry? We're going to find out when we come back. It's Carson-Newman and Emory and Henry. We're about ready for tip-off. We'll have the play-by-play when we come back to Holt Fieldhouse on the AEC Countdown to tip-off on the Eagle Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Okay, let's see. Carson-Newman University. It's been around since 1851. A beautiful campus, amazing student life, world-class accredited academics, competitive athletic programs, a Christian perspective, a top 10 best value school. They give $48 million in financial aid every year, and I get a free scholarship when I enroll. Looks like I've found the perfect place.
This is Carson-Newman women's basketball on the Eagle Sports Network.
Michael gets to the right block, takes a little bit of contact, kisses it off the glass, and one.
Today's game is brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, Domino's, the Carson-Newman Chick-fil-A, by ShopCNEagles.com, the Eagle Club, the Bible Insurance Agency, by Pepsi, the Tennessee National Guard, by Magaha Electric, InterDigital, Quality Suites, and by Lisa's Country Kitchen. Now back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
We're back to Holt Fieldhouse, moments away from the opening tip-off as Carson-Newman takes on Emory and Henry here this evening for this contest. Let's take a look at the uniforms for these clubs. Brought to you by Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Get a large one-topping pizza for $5.99 with your Carson-Newman ID tonight. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Emory and Henry will look like this. Navy uniform tops and bottoms for Emory and Henry. Yellow lettering, yellow numbering, front and the back. Emory and Henry across the chest. Numbers on the front and the back with white trim for Coach Jacqueline Dickens's crew here for this contest. Carson-Newman on the other side will work with the white uniform tops and bottoms. Carson written on top of the number, Newman below that, written in navy. Numbers on the front and the back written in orange with navy trim. And a blue-orange-blue pattern around the collar, as well as the waistband here inside of Holt Fieldhouse for this contest. So Carson-Newman just about ready for the opening tap, and we have one administrative thing to take care of before we get started with this. The shot clock to our right. That'll be the hoop that Carson-Newman will shoot on first and that Emory and Henry will shoot on in the second half, is not functional right now. So that will mean an administrative technical foul to Carson-Newman to begin this game, which means foul shots for Emory and Henry. They can take a lead for the first time in this series against Carson-Newman in this contest. And they're also trying to figure out exactly how to ensure that the officiating crew can spot the scores, shot clock, and all that other situation as the ball is going to our right. Certainly would feel with Carson-Newman's pace of play that it might not become a factor in this game. But we'll see what happens. Carson-Newman, Emory, and Henry. First all-time meeting. Carson-Newman was trying to fill this void. I think they had King originally on the schedule at the end of December. but because of scheduling conflicts and some other issues, they had to end up making a change and putting in Emory and Henry, and that's why the Lady Eagles get this game today. It'll be their third game in the span of 4 days for the Lady Eagles. And they got the big one on Saturday, a road trip to 17th ranked and first place undefeated in conference play Wingate on Saturday. Once again, your starters for these clubs: Jacqueline Dickens' crew for Emory and Henry, Frost, Lee, Hatterer, McClellan, and Hoppers. Carson-Newman, Bird, Weichel, Penland, Taylor, and Bo Shears. You got 4 all-conference players there, Conference Player of the Year, an All-American in Weichel, and a player that you would certainly believe will be an all-freshman team pick this year in Campbell Penland for this crew. So because of the error on the shot clock and the infraction there, it'll be Callie Hatterer to shoot the foul shots. She's an 87% free throw shooter this year, so before we get the opening tip, Emory and Henry has a chance to take the lead. We've seen Carson-Newman have this in the past because of opponents not being able to finish the book in time. Hatterer's first right-hand free throw is pure, and that is your administrative technical free throw. So 1-0, Emory and Henry leads before the clock has started. So now we go to the traditional reset here. So because the shot clock is not working to our right-hand side, we will have a shot clock being taken care of off of a phone rather than actually on the scoreboard. So the ball is tapped into the air. It's picked up by Penland, and it's Carson-Newman possession. Coming left to right against man-to-man defense. Bird left point, swings it to the left corner. Weichel wide open, catch and shoot 3. Ricochets off the back iron, rattles around, and it's deflected out of bounds by Addison Bird. Pretty good look for Braylon Weichel, who has gotten hot from long range. He's drilled 9 from deep in the last 2 games. Now the conference's leader in the category. Far right sideline against the full court pressure. McClellan dribbles to the middle of the floor, throws it to the middle. It's intercepted by Penland. Penland bounces over to Weichel, left block. She takes a body bump, puts up a right-hand shot on the left block, and sticks it off the glass. Lady Eagles on top for the first time today. A half minute in, 2-1 the lead. Well, this is the biggest issue for Emory and Henry. 41 turnovers against Lander on December 5th. And certainly an issue that needs to be corrected here today. In the backcourt, it's swiped by Bo Shears through the legs of McClellan. Picked up by Weichel. Spins it forward to Bo Shears, who dribbles to the right block. She missed the layup. Carson-Newman missing some early shots. Rebound deflects out to Lee, the King transfer. Emory and Henry working into the front court. Hatterer dribbles to the right corner. First offensive possession in the front court for Emory and Henry. Left wing, McClellan looks underneath, throws it out top for a 3-point attempt from Frost. It's wide right, barely grazing the front of the rim. It trickles to the right corner, picked up by Penland. The freshman dribbles front court for Carson-Newman, swings it left wing. Addison Bird, a 3-pointer, is wide right. And Carson-Newman has started off icy from the floor, 1 of 4 from the field here early. A couple misses from long range. Lady Eagles on top by 1, 8:40 to go in the opening frame. Top of the key, Hatterer works around the screen to the left. Now dribbles back to her right, picks up her dribble, stops, throws it out top to McClellan. McClellan dribbles right-hand side, 10 on the shot clock. The PA announcer has to count it down here. 7 and 6. Left wing, Hatterer sprints down the right side of the lane, floats in the air, puts up a right-hand shot, misses it a tad strong, and the rebound is deflected out of bounds off of Carson-Newman. Well, not a bad start here for Emory and Henry as they've locked up defensively. And now a recycle of the shot clock here to 20 seconds. 2-1, Carson-Newman leads, 8:14 to go in the first. Inbound to Frost, left side of the lane, and she travels with the basketball. And a turnover for the Wasps. It's their third. Hasn't quite hurt them yet. Just a 1-point Carson-Newman lead, 8:10 to go in the first frame. Weichel to the front court. Looks like a 2-3 zone defensive look now for Emory and Henry. Taylor in the left corner will spin around, ball fake on a jump shot. Instead, dribble twice to the left block, sticks in a floating right-hand layup. 4 unanswered for the Lady Eagles after the administrative technical, and a 4-1 lead 2 minutes into the game. A deflection from Penland at midcourt, falls into the hands for Taylor, and right back to Penland. Penland sprints down the right side of the lane, throws it out Weichel, top of the key, catch and shoot 3-pointers, wide right. Taylor nearly had the rebound, and instead they call a personal foul on Lindsay over the backside of Hoppers. And the possession comes back to Emory and Henry. They have not made a shot yet, 0 of 2 from the field after making the administrative technical. In the backcourt, Hatterer throws it forward for Hoppers, and it's intercepted by Taylor. Throws it forward to Weichel. She sprints down the left side of the lane, hesitates, works around the perimeter to the left block, puts in a right-hand shot, drops it in, and one. Good take there by the conference's player of the year, and the personal foul goes on Frost. And Braylon Weichel to the free throw line, where she is the 4th most accurate foul shooter in the conference this season. Jones and Santoro check in. Frost and McClellan are out, as Emory and Henry has 5 turnovers, and Carson-Newman has scored the game's last 6 points. Weichel converts on the foul shot, 7 unanswered for CN. 7:29 to go in the first frame. Emory and Henry has not scored other than that administrative technical due to not functioning shot clocks. Left side, Lee, pull up, left wing, 15-foot jump shot is short. A rebound snatched out of there by Bird. Lady Eagles on top by 6. Taylor, right block, gets into the lane, spins around, left hand fall away, hook shot is through. 9 unanswered for the Lady Eagles, starting to get hot as well. And with 7 minutes to go in the first, Carson-Newman leads at 9-1. Breaking the press is Emory and Henry. Sprinting down the middle of the paint is Santoro, the team's leading scorer. Has it deflected out of bounds off of the paw of Bird, and it stays with the Wasps on the baseline. 9 unanswered for the Lady Eagles. Emory and Henry has not made a shot from the field. Left point, Santoro throws it to the right corner, and Lee tosses it back out top. And Jones dribbles down the left side of the lane, and they call a hand-checking violation on Carson-Newman. It goes on Skylar Boshears, her first, team second. 6:50 to go in the first frame, a 9-1 Carson-Newman lead. Lee to inbound the ball to the right baseline, and Hatterer throws it out top. Jones, top of the key. She dribbles right, gives it right back to Hatterer. Dribbles right to left into the paint, puts up a floating right-hand shot, and puts it through. So that ends a 9-0 surge. First made field goal of the game for Emory and Henry. 9-3, Carson-Newman lead, 6.5 to go in the first. Penland catching, shooting, right point, missing it wide left. Bird saves it in bounds, but it goes right to Lee of Emory and Henry. She sprints front court, throws it to the right corner, and Jones right back to Lee with 6:20 to go in the first. Lob goes underneath the bucket, looking for Hoppers, deflected off of her right hand, picked up by Weichel. 5-on-4 break as Hoppers late to get down the floor. Lobbed underneath by Weichel to Taylor. She gets stripped, picks it back up, throws out Weichel left wing. Kick to the left corner for a Bird three-pointer that falls off. Offensive rebound by Taylor. She misses the stick back, gets her own miss, puts another shot up on the left block, misses that one. Ball is deflected out of Hopper's hands to Penland. A right elbow jump shot is pure. 11-3 start for Carson-Newman with 5:50 to go in the first. Carson-Newman not great shooting overall here at the outset, but making enough shots to build up an 8-point lead. Hoppers from the middle of the floor throws a cross-court pass to a cutting right block layup attempt from Hatterer. She misses it. Carson-Newman rebounds, leading by 8, 5.5 to go in the opening frame, and a foul is whistled on Emory and Henry on a reach-in, and it goes on Emma Santoro, the team's leading scorer, with a dozen per night. Carson-Newman will bring in 4 fresh subs. Sydney Pierce, Alvey, Wilson, and Smith are onto the floor, joining Braylon Weichel out there. 5:31 to go opening period. It's an 11-3 start for Carson-Newman, shooting just 39% from the field. Inbound to Pierce, top of the key, swings right wing, Wilson. Throws it to the right block, and Smith dribbles twice, spins around to the middle of the lane, misses a high arcing left-hand hook shot. Offensive rebound, though, is tapped out to Wilson, right baseline for a 12-foot jumper that she sticks. 13-3, Carson-Newman on top, 5:15 to go in the first, and Alvey comes up with the steal at the top of the key. Dribbles once to the free throw line and sticks the jump shot. A quick surge for Carson-Newman, and now a 15-3 start to the game midway through the first. Lee throws it forward for Hatterer on the right wing. She's trapped as she throws it out. Santoro sprints down the left side of the lane, puts up a running left-hand layup, and puts it in. Good look there by the freshman from King, North Carolina. 10-point Carson-Newman lead, 4:50 to go in the first. Weichel dribbles front court, throws it to Alvey left wing. Around the perimeter, it goes to Wilson. She fires a pass over the top of the head of Pierce, and it deflects off of her hands out of play, and it brings us to a media timeout. Carson-Newman not shooting the ball with high efficiency, but leading at 15-5 at our first media break. 4:44 to go in the first. Carson-Newman by 10. Can the Lady Eagles be more efficient but keep up the defensive pressure? We find out next on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Out of the media timeout, Carson-Newman nearly gets a steal right in front of us near left sideline. But at the end of it all, it works into a turnover as Briley Jones dribbles to the left block and throws the ball past their teammates' hands out of bounds on the baseline. Carson-Newman ball, they have 11 points off of turnovers early and lead it 15-5, 4.5 to go in the first. Pierce on the left block, throws it out to the right wing and Weichel for Carson-Newman. Weichel right to left crossover, stops the free throw line, throws it to Wilson left wing. Wilson will circulate all the way around the perimeter and stop on the right point for a lob underneath for Pierce. It takes a couple deflections, and it's a turnover for Carson-Newman. Sloppy pass there by Abby Wilson, who's having a great assist-to-turnover caliber season. Emory and Henry ball, 4 minutes to go in the first, trailing by 10. Left baseline, a backdoor pass. Very nice pass right there by Taylor Owens, picking out Hatterer for a running right-hand layup on the right block. 15-7. Carson-Newman lead is 8. 3:50 to go in the first. Weichel with a little hesitation move, sprints to the right block, splits a pair of defenders, puts in a right-hand scoop layup off the window. The conference's second leading scorer with 7, and it's a 17-7 Carson-Newman lead with 3:40 to go in the first. Emory and Henry cannot break the pressure without another turnover. Number 9 for the Wasps. They average 22 per game this year, have at least 20 in 10 of their 15 affairs this season. 17-7, Carson-Newman leads, 3.5 to go in the first frame. Carson-Newman ball as Weichel will set up the offense. Dribble to the right corner, look underneath, and pick out Pierce. Man-to-man defense for Emory and Henry as Pierce swings it left wing, Alvey. Top of the key, it goes Weichel, underneath Pierce, kick out, right wing, Wilson. Wilson, right back to Pierce, right baseline. Pierce to Weichel, right wing. 10 on the shot clock as she pulls up on the right wing for a jump shot inside of the arc and misses it wide left badly. And the rebound picked out of the air by Spainhour, the freshman out of King, North Carolina. 3 minutes to go in the first. Carson-Newman shooting just 44% here at the outset of this game. 2:55 to go in the first. No working shot clocks in this one, so the PA announcer has to bark out the calls as Owens, top of the key, drills a jump shot for Emory and Henry. It's an 8-point game, 17-9, 2:40 to go in the first, and a good catch there by Pierce on the right block on a pass from Wilson, and she puts in the right-hand layup. 19-9, Carson-Newman on top, 2.5 minutes to go in the first. Lady Eagles pressuring as Emory and Henry breaks the press. Lee catching on the right wing for a three-pointer and misses it badly, nearly banked it in. As the rebound ricochets to Smith. Lobs it underneath. The Pierce left block. Puts in a left-hand layup. Running the floor. Sydney Pierce drops it in. And she draws contact. So count the basket for Pierce. And the foul goes on Briley Jones, her first personal foul, team's third. And Carson-Newman will bring in some subs as Taylor Goforth makes her triumphant return after the ankle injury that she suffered earlier this season at Newberry. Just 2 minutes in that game. One of the top shot blockers in the league, one of the better defenders that this league has to offer, is back out there. Pierce misses a foul shot. She's really struggled in that regard. 2 of 14 now on the year. 21-9, Carson-Newman on top, 2:10 to go in the first. And a three-pointer at the top of the key from Santoro. Just her fourth made three-pointer this year, 20 attempts. And she converts there to make it a 9-point game, 21-12. Carson-Newman's lead has been as many as a dozen. And Bird trying to answer to that top of the key three. Missed it short. Rebound picked out of the air on this near right sideline by Jones. And here comes Briley Jones. Well, Emory and Henry has survived the early onslaught and shooting 46% is within 9 with 1:45 to go in the first. Right wing, Jones throws it to the free throw line. Santoro swings it left side. Spainhour looks underneath for post position, and Owens give it right back to Spainhour. A left wing three-pointer is too strong, and the rebound ricochets off of the left hand of Pierce, who couldn't hold her box out long enough. Well, rebounding was a major issue for Carson-Newman the last 2 games. They've been out-rebounded. They're being out-rebounded right now by 2. 1:29 to go in the first, and a 21-12 lead for Carson-Newman against Emory and Henry, making the transition to D2. Top of the key, 3 from Briley Jones is pure. They have made 5 of 6 from the field, and it's just a 6-point game. Penland right point with 1:14 to go in the first. Juggles the basketball, loses it, and it goes out of bounds in the far left corner. And they say it's last touched by Emory and Henry. 21-15. Carson-Newman leads by 6. It's been as many as 12. Wasps are shooting 42% from the floor in the game. Inbound Penland left wing. She ball fakes, dribbles left, throws it out top. It's deflected by Lee and picked up by the King transfer. Throws it to the left wing and Owens. Owens gives back Lee, and Emory and Henry with 1 minute to go in the first is down by just 6 on a 6-0 run. Left corner 3 is pure from Owens, and a 9-0 Emory and Henry run has made it 21-18 with 3/4 of a minute to go in the first. Bird at the top of the key, looks underneath, now spins it to the right wing. Penland to catch and shoot 3. That's wide left. Rebound picked up by Santoro. Outlet pass to midcourt, Spainhour. Dribbles to the right block, misses the right-hand layup, however. Rebound picked up by Goforth. Shot clock should be off at this point with 25 seconds to go in the first. Taylor underneath the bucket, a left-hand hook shot is too strong. Rebound deflects to the corner and Lee. And here comes Emory and Henry. Carson-Newman has not scored a point since the 2:21 mark and lead it by just 3. 7 seconds to go. Jones thought about a 3. 5 and 4. She sprints to the left block, puts a layup up, doesn't drop it in. Penland the rebound, and that's how the quarter comes to an end. Well, Carson-Newman knew that they had some kinks to work out despite winning 5 straight. And boy, did that show up in the first frame. 9 unanswered, 3 straight trifectas for the Wasps in the final 2:13 have pulled Emory and Henry within a tray here with 10 minutes in the books. Can Carson-Newman figure out some things offensively, get some stops defensively? We're going to find out when we come back. Lady Eagles by just 3 against Emory and Henry here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Well, Carson-Newman led this thing early, 15-3, but Emory and Henry has weathered the storm and is down by just 3. They've scored 9 straight points to trail 21-18 with 9:50 to go first half. Down the left side of the paint goes Jones. She gets shut down by Bird in the middle of the lane. Throws it to the top of the key, Lee. Swings left point and Grace Glantz. Comes out to Santoro. She crosses over, sprints down the left side of the lane. Floats up a left-hand layup, but left it short off the left side of the cylinder. Rebound to Taylor. Outlet pass midcourt, Bird. Carson-Newman by 3, 9.5 to go in the first half. Penland around the screen, hesitates, bounces a pass to the right block. Boshears has a shot swatted by Glantz. That's her 8th block of the season. Otherwise, would have been an easy layup. Carson-Newman has not scored in 3 minutes, and it's just a 3-point lead. Inbound to Taylor left block, and she draws the foul on Santoro, who has picked up her 2nd personal foul. So 2nd foul on Santoro, and Lindsey Taylor to the free throw line. A vastly improved foul shooter. Of late, she's upped her percentage by 4 percentage points in the last few games. Lisa's Country Kitchen serves the best home-cooked meals the Lakeway region can offer. Lisa's Country Kitchen is the official restaurant of the Carson-Newman Eagles. So right on cue, unfortunately, Taylor missed the first foul shot. Her 2nd attempt rattles out wide right, but the rebound is deflected to the corner by Boshears, and she picks it up. Penland dribbles once on the right wing, throws it to Taylor, gets it right back, 2 steps to her left, misses a 3. Rebound bounces around, and it's picked up on the right-hand side by Glantz. Carson-Newman 0 of 8 from three-point range. They're 10 of 16 inside of the arc. Left wing, Jones wants a three-pointer. She hits another, and we are tied. 12-0, Emory and Henry run, and we're tied at 21. Carson-Newman has not scored in 3.5 minutes. Boshiers to the middle of the lane, a running right-hand hooker is up and in. So that finally ends that drought for Carson-Newman to regain the lead at 23-21. Emory and Henry has solved the full court pressure as well. Right block for a running right-hand layup. Off the glass is Glantz, and she puts it in. 23 apiece, 8.5 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman getting 0 stops defensively now. Right wing, Penland, ball fakes on a 3. Dribbles to the middle of the lane, gets to the right block, puts in a right-hand layup. As she took a little bit of contact, but no foul. 25-23, Carson-Newman ahead by 2, 8:15 to go in the first half. The left corner, it is picked up by Spainhour. This is just the second scoring run of double figures Carson-Newman has allowed this season. Left block, it's in the hands of Santoro. Nice little hesitation move, but she misses the layup off the back iron and right side of the rim after she put up a hook shot. CN by 2, 7:50 to go in the first half. Weichel, a right to left crossover, stopping at the top of the key for a jump shot, and that gets a friendly roll to go through the cylinder. The only other team that had put up a double-digit scoring run against Carson-Newman this year was Limestone, 11-0. To the front court, to the right block, and a running right-hand layup by Lee is off of the glass. Emory and Henry breaking the press right now, and it's a 2-point Carson-Newman lead, 27-25, 7.5 to go in the first. Boshier sprints to the lane, another right-hand teardrop falls through. Carson-Newman's offense starting to find some efficiency here. 7:18 to go in the first half, 29-25. CN started 4 of 6 from the floor. Santoro to the front court, gets to the free throw line, throws it to the right corner for a Spainhour 3. She leaves it short. Boshiers collects the board, and Jones is called for her second personal foul. This is the longest scoring run Carson-Newman has allowed this season, that 12-0 run that tied it at 21. Since it's 8-4 Carson-Newman, as they've banged in 4 straight shots after missing their first 2 here in the second stanza. 29-25, 7:04 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman leads by 4 after leading by as many as 12. Bird, top of the key, swings left wing, Penland. Tosses it to Weichel, who gets a running start down the left side of the lane, pulls up for a 7-foot jump shot, leaves it short. Taylor's there to grab rebound number 4. Penland looking underneath, throws it. It's deflected off of Hopper's head. She picks it up and bounces it forward. Spainhour to the middle of the lane, throws it to the right corner. Hatterer wants a 3, leaves it short. Offensive rebound by Glantz. She heaves a shot up and over the rim, and that misses. And a foul is called on Carson-Newman on the offensive rebound attempt. It's on Lindsey Taylor, who picks up her second. Well, we talked about rebounding at the pregame show with Mike Mincy. Carson-Newman is +2 right now, but certainly a team that they should probably have more success against on the glass. Top of the key, it is Spainhour. Dribbles to the right wing, throws it out top, and then spins it to the left-hand side. And Hatterer throws it underneath for a left-hand hook shot from Hoppers that misses off the right side of the rim. Rebound poked out to Penland, who heaves it forward to Bird, left corner. She stops, throws it to Penland, left wing, tosses underneath. Pierce, a left hand, shot off the window, and straight through. Pierce with 6 points for Carson-Newman, and lead is up to 6. 31-25, 6:06 to go here in the opening half. To the front court, off of the leg of Hatterer. She dribbles it on the right elbow, picked up by Penland on the turnover. Kicks it to the left wing. Weichel is wide open for 3, and she misses another one. Carson-Newman is 0 for 9 from three-point range. Weichel, another chance. That misses. 0 of 10 from three-point range. Carson-Newman cannot buy a triple in this game. They're 15 of 22 inside of the arc right now. Just can't make a three-pointer. In the front court is Emory and Henry with 5.5 to go, trailing by 6. Glantz, top of the key. Throws it underneath for Hoppers. It's deflected by Pierce's long left hand to Weichel. Weichel sprints front court, works to the right block, throws a pass underneath. That takes a deflection, and stepping out of bounds is Hatterer. And possession stays with Carson-Newman with 5:19 to go in the first half. 31-25. Carson-Newman leads by 6, and the Lady Eagles will make a couple changes. Carson-Newman, just brutal three-point shooting. 0 of 10, just as it seemed like they were starting to figure some things out from a shooting perspective. Had made nearly 50% on Monday in that win over Coker. Boshears to fire it in on the baseline. Lobs it to Smith, top of the key. Smith will dribble left, hand it off to Weichel in a 6-point game. Throws it to Pierce with 20 on the shot clock. Now Boshears dribbles through the lane. A right-hand teardrop is an air ball, and it goes out of bounds. Well, Carson-Newman has been great inside of the arc for much of this game, and right now Emory and Henry struggling to score after a little surge. 2 minutes and 11 seconds without scoring a point. And then we get a whistle, and the clock never started. They need to run off 6 seconds here with 31-25 the score in favor of Carson-Newman. This just has not had a great flow in this opening half of basketball. Alvey replaces Weichel on the floor. Braylon is 0 of 4 from three-point range after she had made 9 of her prior 19 three-point attempts. Lee hands it off on the right wing for Spainauer. Gets inside of the arc, then pops out straight away. Fires it left wing. Hatterer tosses it to the left corner, and Santoro. Hatterer gets it right back, loses the dribble all the way out near midcourt. 8 to shoot as she dribbles to her left-hand side. 7 on the shot clock. Throws it underneath. Right to Pierce, though. Hoppers had position on the other side of where that pass was. Picked up by Smith now. She sprints to the left block. Left hand running. Scoop layup off the window at home. And it's back to a 8-point Carson-Newman lead. 33-25 with 4:25 to go in the first half. Emory and Henry has not scored in 2.5 minutes. They throw it to midcourt. Deflected by Smith. Picked up by Wilson. Throws it to Boshear's right block. Puts in a right-hand layup on the right block. And Carson-Newman starting to find some more offense again off of turnovers. 35-25, back to a 10-point game. Smith hits the deck. Great hustle by Harley Smith, getting on the floor in the far left corner. She gives it to Wilson. She sprints left to right to the front court with Carson-Newman on top by 10. Lobs to Pierce. One dribble. Throws it out. Alfie. Right elbow jump shot. Misses wide right. And the rebound picked out of the air by Owens underneath. Carson-Newman on an 8-0 scoring run right now. Hoppers stepping into a 3 is called for a traveling violation, and it brings us to immediate timeout. Well, Carson-Newman had a little bit of a blip on the radar, but starting to figure some things out. Emory and Henry has not scored in 3 minutes and 4 seconds. Who figures it out in the final 3:42, and how do we get into the locker room here? We're going to find out in a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
Carson-Newman has made a three-pointer in 302 consecutive games. So far here tonight, however, 0 of 10. 3:35 to go in the first half. Emory and Henry in a zone defense as Carson-Newman has the ball out of the timeout. Alvey left wing, throws it to the left block for a Sydney Pierce right-hand hook shot. She turned over the left shoulder, and she has 8 on 4 of 4 shooting. 37-25. Carson-Newman has matched its largest lead of the day thanks to a 10-0 scoring burst. 3:15 to go first half. Lee in the right corner for Emory and Henry. Misses a three-pointer short. Wasps haven't scored in over 4 minutes. Rebound to Pierce. Gives it right to Smith, who bounces it to the left-hand side. Juggled by Lee. Picked up by her. Throws it forward. Hatterer tosses it to Jones on the right block. A right-hand layup's off the window. So that ends a scoring drought that lasted 4.5 minutes for the Wasps and puts an end to a 12-0 Carson-Newman surge. 37-27, CN on top, 2:50 to go in the first half. Smith, left baseline, dribbles once, puts in a left-hand layup as she dodged her way to the left block. 12-point margin once more, 39-27. Can Carson-Newman build this thing out before the break? A 12-point lead on Emory and Henry. Top of the key, it's in the hands of Lee. She swings it to the left wing, and Santoro tosses it underneath for a scoop layup by Owens. Plus, she draws the foul on the left block. They call it on Alvey. It is her first personal foul. Campbell Penland's back onto the floor, replacing Boshiers. Well, Carson-Newman leads at 39-29 with 2:26 to go in the first half. And this Emory and Henry team that's won 3 of its last 4 and has been a really good road team is hanging around. Free throw goes through in a 9-point game. 39-30, 2:23 to go in the first half. Carson-Newman ball. Smith sprinting to the left block. Throws it out Penland left corner. She ball fakes twice. Dribbles to the left block. Draws a foul as she was putting up a left-handed layup, and she gets to the free throw line. Whistle goes on Taylor Owens. It's her first. Quality Suites in Morristown is the preferred hotel choice of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Located just 10 miles from campus, Quality Suites in Morristown is the perfect place to stay when you're traveling to watch the Eagles play. Call 423-585-4000 and ask for the Carson-Newman rate. The discount is only available when you call 423-585-4000. Penland cashes in the first foul shot. Carson-Newman had been 1 of 4 prior to that at the line, and she makes the second to make it once more an 11-point game. 41-30, 2:13 to go in the first half. In the backcourt, it's in the hands of Owens. Gives it to Lee. Fires it to this near left sideline. And Santoro, her cross-court pass is intercepted by Alfie. Tosses over to Smith, right wing. Smith hesitates, throws it to Alfie, right back to the right wing. And Wilson this time, she misses a three-pointer. Carson-Newman has missed 11 straight threes to start off this game. Rebound plucked out of there by Jones. To the front court comes Owens. Gives it over to the left-hand side, and there is block number 100 for Sydney Pierce. 2-on-1 break for Emory and Henry. Pierce got back and swatted the shot attempt from Hatterer. Three-pointer from Penland is too strong, and the rebound picked out of the air by Hatterer. Pierce is the 7th player in program history with 100 career blocks with that swat at the other end of the floor. Now a block in 9 of her last 11. Good athleticism shown by the senior. 41-30, 1:20 to go in the first half. On the right-hand side, Jones stepping back off of a screen for a 3 that's wide left. Pierce is there to leap into the air and snatch it out of the air. 1:10 to go first half. Carson-Newman leads it by 11. Smith sprinting to the left block, stopping, gets triple teamed, and a held ball as Lee gets her hand on it. Possession arrow will stay with Carson-Newman off of the held possession. 41-30. Carson-Newman by 11. 1:03 to go here in the first half. Lady Eagles led by 12 at the outset. Haven't been able to build up any kind of bigger bulge right now. 63 seconds to go in the first half. Can get their largest lead of the day on this trip. Wilson, right wing. Looks underneath against zone defense here for Emory and Henry. To the right elbow, Pierce swings it left wing, Penland. She ball fakes, dribbles right, gives Smith right point. 10 on the shot clock as she sprints to the lane and a left-hand teardrop off the window. And home for Smith, who has 6. And Carson-Newman has its largest lead of the day with 3/4 of a minute to go in the first half at 43-30. Owens dribbles to the left elbow, bounces it out to Lee. Spins it, top of the key, Santoro swings it left corner, and Owens' 3 is left short. And with a half a minute to go, Penland gets the rebound on the left wing. 43-30, Carson-Newman with the basketball. And will have a chance to basically play for the final shot of the first half. 43-30, Carson-Newman's lead. No shot clocks here today, both clocks not working. Penland to the right corner with 10 seconds. She accelerates to the right block, spins around the lane, throws it out, top of the key. Smith wants a 3, it rattles out. Rebound plucked out of there by Santoro. Deflected pass by Alvey. Penland picks it up, gives it Alvey. Alvey does not get the shot off. No, they do say she gets the shot off in time. Alvey cashes in the shot at the buzzer. For now, it stands at 45-30. They count the basket, and Carson-Newman swells its largest margin of the game. Excellent hustle by Penland and Alvey, and Carson-Newman cash in the last shot of the first half to build out a 15-point lead, their largest of the day, after 20 minutes of action. Well, very balanced scoring attack right now for Carson-Newman. Just shot 52% in the second stanza, and with Carson-Newman on top by a 45-30 margin, it is the Lady Eagles by 15 here at the break. ShopSeeingEagles.com halftime report coming up here in just a moment. We'll bring you all the action and what's going on around the rest of the league here in just a moment on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeAndEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeAndEagles.com. Visit today.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
It's halftime. We'll head back to the arena for the ShopSeeAndEagles.com halftime report in just 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Protect your home from unwanted electrical surges like lightning. AEC can install a surge protection device at your electric meter. The device works by diverting excess voltage either back into the system or to the ground. AEC also offers power strips for use inside your home to protect electronics and other items. The cost of this protective service from AEC is $9.95 per month. Ordering today affords you no connection fee. AEC. We're power with purpose. It's halftime. Your first half scoring summary and a check of the ShopSeeAndEagles.com sack scoreboard are headed your way.
Smith, right wing, three-pointers, up, it's in! Potentially a dagger for CN!
Now, back to the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Watrang.
Halftime here at Holt, where Carson-Newman's lead is 15 points against a pesky Wasp crew. Carson-Newman had a margin as many as 12 twice in the first 10 minutes of play, and then all of a sudden, the three-pointers were connecting for Emory and Henry. They had 4 consecutive, and Carson-Newman failed to score in nearly a 3.5-minute scoring drought, and that allowed the Wasps to tie the game at 21 apiece. After his nip and tuck for a few moments, Carson-Newman closes out the first half on an 18-5 scoring run in the final 7 minutes and 22 seconds to take a 15-point lead into halftime. Halftime statistics here brought to you by ShopSeeAndEagles.com, the official online athletics store of Carson-Newman, featuring more than 1,100 products from T-shirts and polos to phone skins and pet collars at ShopSeeAndEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's take a look at the Lady Eagles so far. 21 of 44 from the floor. 48%. How about 0 of 13 from three-point range? A string of 302 consecutive games with a trifecta on the line right now for the Lady Eagles. So that means, if you're doing the math at home, Carson-Newman is 21 of 31 inside of the arc. That's 68% inside of three-point range. 3 of 6 on the free throw line, 50%. Nobody's in double figures yet for Carson-Newman, but 8 of the 10 players have scored so far, led by 9 points from Braylon Weichel, 8 points, 3 rebounds, and the 100th block of Sydney Pierce's career so far in this game. 6 points apiece from Skylar Boshiers and Harley Smith, 4 from Lindsey Taylor, 4 from Michaela Alvey, and Abby Wilson has a couple points and a couple assists so far in the game. Emory and Henry, conversely, has 8 points from Taylor Owens and Briley Jones off of the bench. 23 of the team's 30 points have come from reserves so far in this game. So really good spark off of the pine right now from the Wasps. 5 points from Callie Hatterer, 5 points from Emma Santoro, and 2 points apiece from Amaya Lee. Glance and glance. Lee's added 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 rebounds. He's really filling it up for Emory and Henry so far. Carson-Newman leads in the paint 36-14, 19-7 off turnovers, 4-3 second chance points, 16-11 fast break points, and they trail on the bench 23-20. We've been tied twice. The lead changed hands after that administrative technical gave Emory and Henry that 1-0 lead. Carson-Newman scored the game's first 9 and 15 of the first 18, and they've led ever since that first bucket from the floor in this game. So it's Carson-Newman 45, Emory and Henry 30 at halftime. Wingate, Carson-Newman's next opponent, is blowing out Lenore-Rhine so far. Catawba and Coker in a good one. We're going to update you on what's going on around the rest of the South Atlantic Conference when we come back to Holt Fieldhouse, where Carson-Newman has the edge on Emory and Henry in the first ever meeting between these clubs by a 45-30 tally here on the ShopSeeingEagles.com halftime report on the Eagles Sports Network.
I joined the Guard for the simple fact that I could be home and also in the military. So I can have a civilian job and also in the military.
Final!
I would tell somebody who's trying to join the Guard and thinking about it that it's a great opportunity. Opportunities for school, training, discipline, leadership. There's a lot of opportunities. It broadens your perspective.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931. A check of the ShopCNEagles.com SAC scoreboard is next. This is the Eagle Sports Network. If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
The Eagles Sports Network is part of SAC Live, the official digital network of the South Atlantic Conference. SAC Live is the home of all your South Atlantic Conference sports action, including 20 SAC championships. Time to get caught up with some SACtion. Here are the happenings around the South Atlantic Conference and the nation. Let's go around the league with a ShopSeeingEagles.com scoreboard update. Now back to the arena.
Back to Holt Fieldhouse for Carson-Newman's lead at halftime, 45-30 here at the break. And Carson-Newman trying to come away with a win in this one. It would be their 6th straight win, and Carson-Newman has to turn their sights to a high-quality Wingate program that is boat racing Lenore-Rhine at halftime, 48-21 at home. Brianna Troutman, the reigning conference player of the week, leads 9 Bulldogs scores with 12 points. She's added 5 rebounds as well as the Bulldogs shooting 59% from the floor. They've made 5 of 6 from long range in the game, in the contest. Elsewhere, Catawba clings to a 1-point lead at Coker. 31-30 is the margin there. Lyric Thorne, 7 points to lead Catawba. All 3 of McIntosh, Standback, and Ford have 6 points in a nip and tuck opening half of play. Down in Greenville, Tennessee, Tusculum leads at 29-27 over Queens as Queens continues to show some improvement in their season. Finley Lefevre's 9.6 rebounds over the first 20 minutes to lead the way for the Royals in that game. Elsewhere around the conference, Anderson has an 11-point lead at halftime over Mars Hill. That one taking place in the Electric City right now, as Shamika McNeil has 14 points and 5 rebounds to lead all scorers in the game. Deja Marshall has 8 points and a couple boards as well for Mars Hill. Other scores of note from around the league, it's a tight contest between Newberry and Limestone, and it's the Wolves on top right now, closing in on the end of the first half. Newberry leads it by a point, 32-31, and just as I say that, Reagan McCrary buries a trifecta to make it 34-32. Limestone back on top. Quinn Bird leads the way with a dozen in that game, and the last score to report will be Carson-Newman's opponent next Wednesday. Lincoln Memorial traveling to take on the UVA-Wise Cavaliers, and that game right now closing in on halftime as well, where it's Wise by 9 at the break. Here it's a 15-point game, 45-30. Carson-Newman on top here at halftime. Can the Lady Eagles hit a three-pointer? More importantly, can they find some overall consistency against this very pesky Emory and Henry crew? It's 45-30 at halftime. We're going to step out for a break. When we come back, second half action will be in the offing when we come back here to Holt Fieldhouse in a 15-point Carson-Newman lead on the ShopStEagles.com halftime report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We've got a quality contractor network, easy financing, and ANC inspects every job to assure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aecoop.org for application, contractor list, and more details. AEC, we're power with purpose. This is Carson-Newman basketball.
Into the front court, loses her dribble, kicks it out, right wing, three from Bergstrom is up and good! As the buzzer sounds to end the first half.
On the Eagles Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Halftime at Holt, 15-point Carson-Newman lead, 45-30 at the break. And before we start the second half, we pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Eagle Sports Network. It's great to have Skip Roberts back with us inside a studio, keeping us on the air here on the Eagle Sports Network. I'm Michael Watrang, broadcasting courtside as Carson-Newman leads it by 15 at the break. Carson-Newman 68% shooting inside of the arc. Problem is they haven't made a three-pointer yet, 0-13. And that string of 302 consecutive games without a triple is on the line right now. Last time they failed to do it, you got to go back 11 years, November 26th 2011 against Delta State. Good news, though, in that one, Carson-Newman beat Delta State 54-48. Carson-Newman basically put up that same kind of point total in the first half of this one. 45-30 is the score here. Lady Eagles have scored 93 points per game in their last 3 home affairs, 60% shooting or better in 4 of the last 12 quarters in that stretch. Carson-Newman leads it by 15, and it'll be Emory and Henry ball to start the second half of play as they have Hatterer, Lee, Hoppers, Santoro, and Jones on the floor against Weichel, Penland, Boshears, Bird, and Taylor. Carson-Newman in the all-white uniform tops and bottoms with the navy and orange accents. Emory and Henry has the navy uniforms with the white and yellow accents. We start the second half, man-to-man defense for Carson-Newman. Around a screen goes Hatterer to the right elbow, bounces it to the right baseline. Santoro a catch and a shoot. Jump shot, missed it too strong, and the rebound deflects off of Taylor's left thigh, out of bounds on the baseline. Hopper's got a piece of it, and possession sticks with the Wasps. On the baseline, it'll be Lee to throw it in. Tosses it out to the top of the key, and Jones. Jones to Hoppers at the free throw line, swings it left wing Santoro. Tosses it right back to Hoppers, back to the basket, gets to the middle of the paint. She's been in the lane for a long time. They don't call a 3-second violation. As now Hatterer catches, dribbles down the right side of the lane, bumps off of Boshears, missed the shot but gets her own miss. Boshears was running to the other end of the floor instead of boxing out. And Emory and Henry back within 13 at 45-32. 9:20 to go in the third. Penland dribbles to the middle lane, bounces it to Taylor on the right block. One dribble, and she scoops in a right-hand layup. 47-32, CN ahead. 9:10 to go in the third. Can Carson-Newman get some separation here? To the middle of the floor, the ball is picked up by Hatterer. Dribbles to the free throw line, spins it left-hand side, Hoppers. Gives it over to Jones, and Jones will dribble all the way around the right-hand side, give it to Lee. Top of the key, Jones. Cycles it, left wing, Hatterer to the middle of the lane. Santoro dribbles to the right block, just overshot a layup attempt. It hits the backboard, misses wide left. Rebound to Bird. She dribbles all the way to the front court, gives it to Bird, gives it to Taylor, gets it right back in the middle of the lane, and a right-hand hanging jumper is pure. 49-32, 8:35 to go in the third. Carson-Newman by a game-high 17. Hoppers in the middle of the floor, fires it over the left-hand side, and Jones. 17-point game, 8:25 to go in the third. Top of the key, Jones swings left wing, Hatterer tosses to the baseline, and Santoro deflected by Bird into the hands of Taylor. Fires it forward for Weichel. She sprints to the right side of the lane and gets called for an offensive foul. Well, really, Weichel was just driving straight to the middle of the lane, and she had a wide open teammate to her right for a three-pointer. Instead, she wanted to keep going, and by doing so, commits the offensive foul. 49-32, 8:09 to go in the third. To midcourt, it comes to Jones. Jones eludes a defender on the far left sideline, sprints all the way to the left block, and puts in a left-hand layup. Carson-Newman's defense concedes the layup, and it's back to a 15-point game, 49-34. Quickly at the other end, Taylor a catch on the right block, and she puts in the layup off of the pass from Boshears. 51-34, 7:45 to go in the third. Carson-Newman with the lead, back on defense. Lee crosses over to the middle of the floor and breaks the press. Hands off Jones. He thought about a deep three-pointer. Instead, dribbles. Throws it to Hoppers, left point. Hoppers to the left wing, and Hatterer tosses to the left baseline. Santoro, the team's leading scorer, pulls up for a 15-foot jump shot that is short. Penland snatches down her 5th rebound of the day. Campbell sprints front court, lobs looking for Taylor, and a deflection by Jones. She televised that pass as Hatterer picks it up. Now sprints to the right block, throws up a tough shot as Penland had a piece of it. And it is a bad air ball, and Bird can't grab the rebound. It deflects off of her hands out of bounds. Carson-Newman has made his first 3 shots from the field here in the third, shooting 51% in the game. Taylor Owens is on the floor, and this dynamic bench for Jacqueline Dickens is back out there after they put up 23 points in the first half. They call upon the bench here to start this second half with 7:12 to go in the third, and a 51-34 Carson-Newman lead. It was 15 at the break. It's 16 now. Lee throws it to the left wing. Santoro tosses Jones top of the key. Cycles it to the right corner, and Lee. Lee, back out Jones, right wing. Jones around a screen, steps back, throws it to the right corner. Lee thought about a 3. With 10 on the shot clock, gives to Jones right point. Jones, left-right crossover, stops on the right elbow, steps through, left-hand tough shot, hits only the backboard, falls in the middle of the floor, and it's picked up by Bird. Would have been a shot clock violation if Emory and Henry would have got the ball. Carson-Newman quickly to the front court. Taylor catches, has to save it after a deflection, throws it out Weichel. Weichel sprints to the lane, a little leaning right-hand shot in the middle of the lane, misses it, and they call a foul on Carson-Newman, and Lindsay Taylor has picked up her third personal foul. Well, Carson-Newman just cannot get any level of separation right now from an offensive perspective. They have hovered around these double figures outside of that 12-0 Emory and Henry run. And here come the Wasps to the front court. Owens bounces it for a cutting Lee. Lee bounces it to Santoro down the right side of the lane, and she misses another layup. Rebound picked up by Bird. Gives it forward to Weichel. Carson-Newman by 17. A lob to Taylor, left block. She was underneath the bucket. Bad position that time from Taylor. She had to lean back and try to throw it with her left hand off the backboard and left it short. Tough angle for Taylor. 51-34, 6:05 to go here in the third. Right wing Jones spins it to the right baseline, and Owens working against Weichel, shoving off of Weichel and missing a layup. Rebound pulled out of there by Taylor. 2 of 10 shooting for Emory and Henry in the period. Weichel to the front court, all the way to the right block, and an easy layup for Braylon, and she's the first Lady Eagle into double figures with 11, averaging 20 per game this year, the 12th best margin in the nation. 53-34, the largest lead of the day now for Carson-Newman with 5:35 to go in the third. Top of the key, Lee for Emory and Henry. She dribbles left, gives back to Jones, top of the key. Lob Santoro, left elbow. Dribbles right, stops in the lane, nearly fell over. Instead, floats up a left-hand shot that's an air ball, picked up by Penland. Spins it forward to left wing. Weichel catching, shooting, a three-pointer. Another miss from distance. Offensive rebound, Taylor loses the ball on the ground, throws it out to the top of the key. It's picked up by Jones off the turnover. She sprints to the front court, gets to the left block, and puts in the layup. Carson-Newman 0 of 14 from three-point range, and it leads to a layup. Midway through the third, it's 53-36 Carson-Newman. Taylor on the right block, spins around, ball fake, spins to the lane, left-hand shot, up, left it short, and she draws a foul, and she'll be at the free throw line when we come back. The whistle goes on Santoro, who picks up her third, and it brings us to a pause in play. Emory and Henry hanging around despite making just 3 of 12 in the third. Can Carson-Newman finally find a rhythm? That's the biggest question we've had all night. 53-36, the differential here in the third with 4:53 to go. Pause for a break here on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Carson-Newman's lead has been as many as 19. It sits at 17 now with Lindsay Taylor at the free throw line shooting a pair, and she misses the first. Wide left. Carson-Newman 3 of 7 at the line, 0 of 14 from three-point range. The only good news is they have 44 points in the paint, leading it by 17. Second free throw from Taylor. This one does drop through, and she'll check out of the game to give Sydney Pierce another run. Pierce has probably been the best player on the floor for Carson-Newman all night. 8 points, 3 rebounds, the 100th block of her career. She's made all 4 of her shots. 54-36 to the front court. Goforth gets tripped up, and it's picked up by Glantz, and she gives it to the right wing and Owens. Owens looks underneath, trailing by 18. Swings Glantz left wing to the left corner, and Hatterer. Hatterer gives it right back out top. Smith steps in the passing lane, deflects a pass, but it trickles right back to McClellan. McClellan throws it underneath. Alvey steps in the passing lane for a pilfer. Alvey's been all over the place for Carson-Newman. 18-point lead. Wilson left wing. 4:20 to go in the third. Smith dribbling to the left block and has it stripped off of the legs of Spainauer out of bounds. Carson-Newman basketball on the baseline. 23 sits on the shot clock right now. No working shot clocks in this game, so we're relying upon our great crew here on the scorer's table to keep track of it. Wilson left wing for Carson-Newman and an 18-point lead in hand. Wilson dribbles to the right wing, looks underneath against 2-3 zone defense. Smith left wing, a catch and a shoot for three, and she finally buries one. Carson-Newman, 303rd straight game of the trifecta, and this had been 14 straight misses from long range prior to that hit from Harley Smith. 57-36, largest lead of the day for Carson-Newman. Glantz can't answer at the other end with a left wing three that's short. Rebound picked out of there, however, by Owens. Gives it out to Spainauer. She sprints down the left side of the lane and has her shot swatted, but not legally, according to the officials, as I believe Pierce is going to pick up. No, they checked that. They call it on go forth before Pierce got the swat. And it sends Spainauer to the line, a 71% foul shooter. InterDigital strives to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, graphic design, and much more. InterDigital, laser focused on your success. 20-point game, make it 19-point game as Spainauer converts on a pair at the line, 57-38 with 3:35 to go in the third. Right corner, Alvey tosses to the right baseline. Pierce kicks it top of the key. Goforth dribbles right, lobs it to the right corner, and Alvey dribbles once to her left, pulls up for a jump shot that's wide right. Rebound deflected by Smith, but picked up by Lee of Emory and Henry. 57-38. Carson-Newman leads, 3:15 to go in the third. Dribbling right baseline is Spainauer, and she draws a blocking foul on Alvey, who commits the team's fourth of the period, her second. 57-38. Carson-Newman leads this game by 19. They are +4 after halftime. Lee tosses the inbound pass to McClellan, right corner. She dribbles left, spins it right back to Glantz for a right corner three that's left short. Rebound picked off of the glass by Alvey. 57-38, 3 minutes to play in the third. Smith throws it to the left corner. Goforth, a mid-range jump shot, and buries it. Her first game since December 11th, coming off of an ankle injury. Makes it a 21-point game again, 59-38. And now 9. Check that, all 10 of Carson-Newman's players have scored in this game. Top of the key, it's in the hands of Lee. She swings it to the right corner, Glantz for Emory and Henry. Back out top, Lee gives it to Owens for a right wing three-pointer. That is through. Fifth made three-pointer for Emory and Henry in this game, and it's 59-40 with 2.5 to go in the third. Wilson for Carson-Newman across the timeline, and a 19-point Carson-Newman lead. Throws it to the left corner, Alvey, out to Goforth, left wing. Her pass is deflected by Glantz, picked up in the corner by Spainauer. She fires it to the front court and Lee. Right back, Spainauer catching right elbow for a jump shot, left it short. Rebound ricochets off of a couple bodies, and it's off of Spainauer of Emory and Henry in possession to Carson-Newman. How about this? Carson-Newman is 6 of 10 from the field in the third, but they have 5 turnovers. Now 10 for the game. And Emory and Henry has turned that into 11 points overall on the day. 59-40, 2:08 to go in the third, and the clock never started. And now they reset it to 2:06 with a 19-point Carson-Newman lead in hand. All 10 players for Carson-Newman have scored. Weichel leads the way with 11. Wilson, middle of the floor, lobs to the right wing, and a 6th turnover of the quarter. To the front court, and the right block is Lee, and she airmails a right-hand layup. Offensive rebound, Spainauer, and she airballs a right-hand hook shot. Smith with the rebound. Can Carson-Newman get a shot? They've been ultra-efficient when they've done so. Smith to the left baseline. Throws it out top of the key. A Wilson three-pointer is up there, and that is pure from Abby Wilson. Carson-Newman is connected on back-to-back trifectas, and they force a turnover as well. Wilson steps in the passing lane of Lee, and the possession sticks with Carson-Newman. 62-40, 1:38 to go in the third. Carson-Newman starting to open things up here off of the three-pointer. They say that it was not deflected, so Wilson will inbound the ball on the baseline. Wilson throws it to the right corner. A Smith three-pointer on the way. That's in! Smith ripples the rope from long range, and Carson-Newman has hit 3 consecutive threes after missing their first 14 of the game. 65-40 with 1:25 to go in the third. A missed three-pointer by McClellan. An offensive rebound, though, by Glantz, and she draws the foul on Pierce. Glantz missed it from the left wing, and then the three-pointer was awry. So that could put an end here to a 6-0 burst by Carson-Newman. Lady Eagles 8 of 12 from the floor in the quarter. First free throw from the right-hander is too strong. 88% foul shooter this year is Glantz. She's been great at the line on the year, the freshman from Clyde, North Carolina. Second free throw coming up from the right-hander is short iron, off the back iron, and through. 65-41. Carson-Newman's lead is 24 with 1:16 to go in the third. Wilson sprints to the lane, and a right-hand teardrop is just shy off the front of the rim. Falls into the hands of Owens. Owens gives forward for Lee with 65 seconds to go in the third. Carson-Newman's lead is 65-41, looking for a sixth straight win. Left wing Jones will hand it off to McClellan. No, she instead eludes that, gets to the lane, throws it to the left corner and Glantz. She sprints to the middle of the lane, and Pierce is there with the left hand for another swat. It comes to Wilson. Carson-Newman to the front court, leading by 24. Wilson on the right wing, throws it to Smith, left point. Smith lobs it underneath, looking for Pierce. Terrible pass, never had her, and it's spiked away by Owens, picked up by Lee. Lee gives McClellan in the left corner. She sprints to the lane, throws it to Owens. Ball circulates to the top of the key. Jones, a three-pointer, is too strong. Alvey skies into the air to snatch down the carom. Gives to Wilson. The shot clock is off, with Carson-Newman leading at 65-41 and 20 seconds to play in the third. Well, it's been a great shooting quarter for Carson-Newman, shooting 62% from the field. The problem is Carson-Newman has turned it over 7 times. Alvey, a right wing jump shot is short. Wilson, the offensive rebound with 5 seconds to go. Pierce catches a pass from Wilson on the right block, sticks in the layup, and that's how the third quarter comes to an end. Carson-Newman closes this one out on a 10-3 burst, and the Lady Eagles finish up the quarter, leading at 67-41, a plus 26 margin right now going into the fourth. Carson-Newman leading at 67-41. Step out for a break, come back with a fourth quarter here in a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles. Call 423-585-4000 for the Carson-Newman rate. Quality Suites of Morristown, the preferred hotel choice of the Eagles.
AEC is a distributor for Marathon energy-efficient water heaters. We offer 30-gallon to 105-gallon tanks. Marathon water heaters are durable, lightweight, and warranted not to leak as long as you own your home. Foam insulation allows these thermal storage units to provide long-lasting temperature control. Marathon's lightweight tank is easier to maneuver and position. And the bowl-shaped tank bottom allows complete sediment drain. AEC. We're power with purpose.
Carson-Newman's lead sits at 26 points. Currently a game-high margin in this contest, and the Lady Eagles leading it 67-41 on a night where Carson-Newman and Emory and Henry are meeting up for the first time as the Wasps will join the South Atlantic Conference next season. Carson-Newman basketball to start off the fourth in a 26-point game. Zone defense for Emory and Henry that they've employed a lot of late. Boshiers fires to the right wing, and Penland to the right corner. Weichel dribbles, throws it to a cutting Boshiers. One dribble, jump stop, and she gets fouled on the way up and will shoot foul shots as the whistle goes on Hatterer. That is her first personal foul. Team's first. So Boshiers to the line. She's 80% on the year. Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all of your electrical projects. Serving East Tennessee for 40 years. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electric contracting projects. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source. Second one from Boshiers is pure. She makes a pair, and it's 69-41. Carson-Newman on top. 9:40 to go in the game. Santoro catching off of the break, lobbing a shot at the rim on the left side of the lane, left it short. Good defense by Taylor, defending without fouling. Rebound picked up by Penland, gives it to the right wing. Weichel wants a three, and she still can't buy one. She's missed all 6 that she's taken from out there. Rebound is picked out by Glantz, and off of a deflected pass, it's picked up by Lee. 69-41, Carson-Newman's lead with 9:20 to go in the fourth. Lady Eagles leading it big, but I know Mike Mincy will not be very pleased with the turnover issues. And in the first half, the rebound. A jump shot from Santoro is way too strong. And the rebound picked up by Penland. Santoro, tough day, 2 of 11 for a player that shoots 53% from the floor this year. Boshiers working through the lane. A right-hand shot is short. Rebound deflects out. Picked up in the left corner by Weichel. And then she dribbles it off with a sneaker. It's her left sneaker. I thought that perhaps maybe it was off Grace Glantz of Emory and Henry, but they call it off of Carson-Newman. 69-41, 8:51 to go in the game. Lead to left-hand side and Jones. Carson-Newman still employing this pressure. They forced 20 turnovers and turned it into 25 points. 69-41, 8:40 to play in the game. Jones between the rings. A left-hand pass to the left wing and Hatterer. Tosses the baseline, Santoro. Santoro, 4 games with 10-plus points in her last 5, and she's going to get to the free throw line off of a dribble. And picking up the foul is Addison Bird with a little body contact against Santoro. 68% foul shooting. Santoro, the freshman out of King, North Carolina, just a pair of double-digit scoring efforts through the first 7 games of her career, but she's been in double figures in 4 of the last 5. She has just 5 in this game as she makes the first foul shot. Been a really frustrating day for her with 2 of 11 shooting from the field. 1 of 10 inside of the arc as well. Second free throw is short and wide left. Taylor there to snatch down her 8th rebound of the game. 69-42, Carson-Newman's lead, 8.5 to play. Weichel spots Penland for a left wing 3, and Penland drills it. 9 points in the game for Campbell Penland, and it's a 30-point game for the first time today. 72-42, 8:15 to play. To the front court, Santoro leaking out over the top of Taylor, and a good pass from Jones from the left midcourt stripe. 72-44, 8:04 to play. Weichel lobs Penland right wing. Penland bounces to the right corner, Boshiers. Dribbles once, throws it underneath for Taylor. Taylor gets fouled. She's trying to put a shot up there. And Santoro has picked up her 4th personal foul. So second team foul, and Taylor back to the free throw line. Lindsay, 9 points and 8 rebounds so far, but she's reverting back to the ways that she had before the break with 1 of 4 free throw shooting so far. Taylor's first free throw on the way, and she converts on that one. It's a pretty smooth-looking shot, and with Carson-Newman shooting 50% in the game, trying to add to the free throw tally here. Taylor's second free throw, that one pure as well, and it's back to a 30-point margin, 74-44, 7:55 to play. Harley Smith leads all scorers with a dozen. Weichel has 11, Pierce has 10. 74-44, Carson-Newman on top. Into the front court, Hatterer catches the pass, dribbles to the left block against Bird, shovels it out to Hoppers for a left-handed little shot from 7 feet away, left side of the lane. Missed it short. Rebound deflected by Glantz, but right into the hands of Taylor. Carson-Newman ball leading 74-44, 7:34 to play. Bounce pass to the right corner, Boshiers. Dribbles to the lane, throws it to the free throw line, and Bird swings it left corner. Weichel, a jump shot. She connects this time around. Been a frustrating day from an efficiency perspective, but now she has a game-high 13. Jones in the backcourt will work across the timeline with 7:15 to go. 76-44. Carson-Newman leads. They've scored 7 of the first 10 points of the 4th frame. Jones to set up the offense. Will dribble around 2 screens to her right-hand side against man-to-man defense. Stops on the left elbow, throws it underneath. Taylor a deflection, and it's picked up by Birds. Carson-Newman ball leading by 32, 7 minutes to go. Bird dribbles to the right elbow for a jump shot, wide left. Carson-Newman had 3 white jerseys on the left block, and Boshiers can't grab it. Out of bounds it goes, and Emory and Henry will get the basketball. 6:50 to play in the game. Emory and Henry is shooting 20% in the second half, 31% in the game. To the middle of the floor, Bird steps in the passing lane in front of Owens, and Owens commits a reach-in foul, hitting the deck against Bird, who had forced the 22nd turnover of the day for Emory and Henry. Carson-Newman basketball leading at 76, 44. They've scored 9 of the first 12 of the final period. Bird at the free throw line. Lobs it to the left-hand side over the head of Taylor, out of bounds. Well, Carson-Newman has been really sloppy at times in this game. That is their 14th turnover for a team that continues to improve in that category. Second best in the league, just 15 a night. 76-44. Carson-Newman's lead is 32. They've scored the game's last 4. Jones to the free throw line, lets a defender fly by, and sticks a right-hand jump shot at the free throw line. 76-46 with 6:20 to play. Carson-Newman basketball. Boshiers will be called for an offensive foul as she barreled into the body of Hatterer on the right block. Second foul on Boshiers. 76-46 with 6:19 to play in the game. Carson-Newman shooting 55% after halftime. Lady Eagles with 4 double-digit scores in this game. A very balanced attack so far. In the backcourt, Hatterer throws it forward, and it's intercepted by the free safety, Lindsey Taylor at midcourt. Dribbles to the front court, throws it to the left wing for a Bird jump shot that's pure. 4 for Addison Bird, and Carson-Newman's lead is back to 32, 78-46 with 6 minutes to play. Lee in the backcourt, sprints across the timeline, swings left wing. Jones hops and shoots the three-pointer and gets a really friendly roll. It hit the front of the rim, banged off the backboard, hit the front of the rim again, and fell through. 78-49 with 5:48 to play, and quickly at the other end, Weichel on the right wing throws it to Taylor on the right block for a right-hand layup. 80-49 with 5:40 to go in the game. Carson-Newman by 31. 32's been their largest lead of the day. 5.5 to play. To the front court, it is Hatterer. Stops on the right elbow, throws Jones, and she'll reset. Carson-Newman 112-9 under Mike Mincy when they score at least 80 points. 9-0 this year when they've scored at least 80. Top of the key, a three-pointer from Hatterer short. Offensive rebound, though, picked up by Owens, but she misses the putback attempt. Penland saves it in, and a good catch by Bird at the three-point arc. Gives it forward to Boshier. Sprints all the way to the right block, misses the jump shot. Offensive rebound to Bird, and now Bird got poked in the eye, and the officials call for time with 5 minutes to play in the game. It's 80-49. Carson-Newman on top. We'll step out for a break. Stretch run coming up. Lady Eagles in control, leading it by 31 against the Wasps with Emory and Henry. Stick with us to see how Carson-Newman closes this one out on the Eagle Sports Network.
My name is Cadet Amber Calvillo. I'm in the 278th in the Army National Guard, and I currently go to Carson-Newman. I joined the Tennessee Army National Guard for the experience mainly, so I can say that I'm a part of something totally bigger than myself.
Text 278-ACR to 70000 to join the Tennessee Army National Guard.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Carson-Newman is shooting 57% after halftime. That's the good news. The bad news, 10 turnovers. That's 10 possessions where Carson-Newman hasn't even had a shot attempt. They've scored 35 points in the second half and have built up a 31-point lead on the Wasps of Emory and Henry. 80-49, 5 minutes to go in the game. Carson-Newman basketball out of the timeout. Pierce on the right baseline. Throws it out to Smith. She is wide open for three, but she missed it. Alvey's under there trying to juggle the rebound, and she tracks it down the left corner. Great hustle from Alvey. Gives it out Smith. Another crack at a three this time. She doesn't miss. She shreds the strings from distance. A season-high 15 for Smith, and it's 83-49 with 4:35 to go. A race cycle for the Lady Eagles leads to a trifecta. Emory and Henry basketball. Jones in the front court on the right wing. Lobs to Hoppers, right side of the lane. Back to the basket. Shovels it back for an Owens mid-range jump shot from the right elbow. And she's pure on that connection. Owens a really good game. A dozen now for Taylor Owens, the sophomore from Bristol, Tennessee. 83-51. Underneath the basket. Pierce, left-hand shot. Her first miss. Go for it. Reaches in to grab the offensive glass. Smith to Alvey, a right wing, three-pointer up from Alvey. She's pure from long range. Second three-pointer of her career, and it's 86-51 with 3:55 to go. Carson-Newman missed his first 14 three-pointers. They have made 6 of their last 9. Left corner, Jones wants a three-pointer, left that one short. Alvey's there to grab another rebound, her 4th. She sprints front court, gives it to Wilson left wing. Wilson looks underneath. Great no-look pass underneath for Pierce on the left block, and she sticks in the layup. 88-51, Carson-Newman by 37. Another great pass from Wilson, her 6th assist of the day. Pierce into double figures with 10. 88-51 with 3:20 to go. Carson-Newman's offense finding some rhythm. 54% shooting in the quarter, 57 in the second half. Lead on the right wing for Emory and Henry. Gives it top of the key. It's intercepted by Alvey. She's going to win the sprint to the left block and scoop in a left-hand layup. A career-high 9 for Michaela Alvey, and it's 90-51. Carson-Newman blowing this thing open now. 2:55 to go in the game. Around the screen to the left-hand side goes Hatterer. Swings at Jones left wing. This is 7 unanswered for Carson-Newman to build out a 90-51 margin. 2:40 to play in the game. Top of the key, Lee around a Hopper's screen. Swings left wing. Jones wants a 3. Wide left. Pierce, the tallest player underneath the bucket, snatches the rebound down with 2.5 to go. 90-51, 2.5 to go. Carson-Newman with a lead in the ball. Wilson in the midcourt will set up the offense. Carson-Newman is really spreading the wealth here tonight. Wilson around a screen, lobs to Pierce, right block for a layup, and she overshot this one. A little too strong from Pierce that time around. Wilson looking for a career-high 7th assist on that one. 90-51. Carson-Newman leads with 2 minutes to play. Emory and Henry basketball as Carson-Newman has outscored the Wasps by 23 in the second half. Left corner, Jones dribbles around a Hopper's screen to the left block, spins around the lane, throws a pass that's deflected by Smith with 6 seconds on the shot clock, and they call for immediate timeout with 1:49 to go in the game. So we'll take a break, come back. Lady Eagles leading it by 39. Big time lead for Carson-Newman. 1:49 to go in the game. Stick with us to see how Carson-Newman is able to finish this one out on a 7-0 run on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
At Aramark, this year we go back to our foundation. At Aramark, we are great food and great service with great guests. That is the Aramark way. From coffee at Maples to sandwiches in Stokely, Aramark is here to produce high-quality food for you. A foundation of fresh food, a foundation of speedy service, and a foundation that's built for you, now and for the future. That is the Aramark way.
Inbound off of the timeout for Emory and Henry that's missed by Hatterer, and here comes Carson-Newman. Alvey wants another 3, and for just the 5th time in the second half, Carson-Newman has missed back-to-back shots. They have not missed more than 2 in a row in the second half. 1:38 to go, 90-51. Carson-Newman leads this game, pulling away in the second half. They scored the last 7 points of the day. Right wing Hatterer, and they call an illegal screen on Briley Jones, her 3rd personal foul. 90-51 with 89 seconds remaining on the game clock. Alvey could be the 6th, or check that, the 4th player in double figures for Carson-Newman with her next bucket. She has the ball at the top of the key in a 39-point game. Go forth, hands off, Wilson off of the cycle, and then Wilson tries to throw a backdoor pass looking for Alvey, and it's out of her reach as she had stopped her movement on good defense by Emory and Henry, and it's a turnover. 11th of the second half for Carson-Newman. Been a mixed bag in the second half. Great shooting, but poor job protecting the pumpkin. 68 seconds to play, 90-51. Carson-Newman leading it. Right wing, Hatterer for the Navy uniformed Wasps. Top of the key, Jones to the left wing, and Lee. Lee bounces it to the left baseline. Owens, who's had a nice day, misses a jump shot short. And it goes out of bounds in the corner with 49.9 seconds to play. Emory and Henry has not scored since the 4:25 mark. Carson-Newman has scored 7 unanswered since. 90-51 the lead. Wilson across the timeline. Throws it to the left wing and go forth. She ball fakes, dribbles to the lane, puts up a tough running right-hand shot, leaves it short. And for the first time in the second half, Carson-Newman has missed 3 consecutive shots. They say it was not touched by Emory and Henry, but Alvey gets a steal. She gets the left block, puts a shot up, falling away, and left it short. Good defense by Michaela Alvey, who's done everything in this game. Owens tracks down a pass in the right corner for Emory and Henry with 28 seconds to go. Jones atop of the key 3. Left that one short. Rebound picked up by Pierce, but then, unfortunately for her, she just couldn't quite secure it as it trickles off of her feet. Out of bounds. Carson-Newman has not scored in 2.5 minutes. 23.6 seconds to play. 90-51. Shot clock back to 20 seconds. Lee throws the inbound, high arcing to the right wing, and Santoro. She dribbles to the right corner, throws it out top for Jones. 16 to play in the ball game. Left corner, Lee throws it out top of the key, Jones. 10 on the shot clock, 12 on the game clock. Santoro, cross-court pass, Lee. Lobs to the left baseline, Owens. 3 to shoot. Santoro ball fakes, puts the shot up there just before the clock would have sounded. Pierce gets the rebound on a fitting night as she grabs it, and that's how the game comes to a close. Carson-Newman holds Emory and Henry without points over the final 4 minutes and 25 seconds. The Wasps shoot 8 of 36 from the field in the second half of basketball, and Carson-Newman closes this one out by a final tally of 90-51. The tied for the second largest win of the season. They throttled USC Aiken by 53, and they beat Mars Hill by 39, and that's what the final differential ends up being in this game. 90-51. Carson-Newman crushes Emory and Henry in this basketball game. So the Lady Eagles win it by 39 points, and Carson-Newman can now turn their sights to the 17th ranked team in the country in Wingate, who blasted LR tonight. Domino's post-game report is coming up here in just a moment. We're going to wrap things up on a winning night for Carson-Newman, a 6th straight win for Mike Mincy's crew. And we'll have the Domino's post-game report to put a bow on this. Speak with Coach Mincy. No men's game tonight, so we'll have Coach Mincy, probably Sydney Pierce, and maybe somebody else as well when we come back on the Domino's post-game report. Once again, the final score, all Carson-Newman tonight, 90-51 here on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman Bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman Bookstore.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting warmed up. The Domino's post-game report starts in 60 seconds on the Eagle Sports Network.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit InterDigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
This is the Domino's postgame report on the Eagles Sports Network.
Bird steps into a three-pointer. She connects at the other end.
Your stats breakdown, a conversation with Mike Mincy, and player interviews are all headed your way. Today's game is also brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, AEC, bringing the winning game plan to your team. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, the official beverage of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service built. By Aramark, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Quality Suites, an official hotel of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Tennessee National Guard, a generation of volunteers. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. Let's head back to the arena and the voice of the Lady Eagles, Michael Wattrang.
Well, it proves to be a winning night for Carson-Newman on the hardwood as the Lady Eagles win this basketball game by a final margin of 90-51 over the Emory and Henry Wasps as we take a look at the final stats from this basketball game as Carson-Newman wins this contest. Going away here tonight, Carson-Newman crushes Emory and Henry 90-51, and to their credit, Emory and Henry had some moments there where they certainly gave Carson-Newman a little bit of a scare playing really high-quality basketball, including a 12-0 scoring run. That was the longest scoring run yielded by Carson-Newman at any point this season. So final statistics from this contest here tonight. Carson-Newman goes 38 of 76 from the floor, a spot-on 50% shooting night, and after a horrendous effort from three-point range to begin the evening, in which Carson-Newman went 0 of 14 from deep, they make 6 of their final 10 three-point attempts and finish 6 of 24 overall, 25% on the day in the category, 8 of 12 from the free throw line. That's 67%. Carson-Newman has 4 players log double figures in this contest, led in scoring by Harley Smith's 15 points, 6 of 9 from the field for Harley on the day. She makes 3 of the team's 6 three-pointers as well. 13 points from Lindsey Taylor. She adds 9 rebounds on top of that. Braylon Weichel with 13 points, a couple rebounds, and 3 assists to go along with that as well. 12 points for Sydney Pierce, 6 of 8 shooting, and 7 rebounds for Pierce. Pierce adds 3 shot blocks as well. 102 now for her career, and she's the 7th player in program history to hit the triple-digit number, and the first since Caitlin Couples did so back in 2017. Couples ended her career with 129, 4th on the school's all-time list. So Carson-Newman closes it out with those 4 double-digit scores. They had a couple players right on the cusp. Michaela Alvey did a lot tonight. 9 points, 4 of 8 shooting. She had her second three-pointer of her career in this game. She had 4 rebounds, a couple of steals, and a couple assists as well. Abby Wilson matches a career high with 6 assists. She chips in 5 points and 4 rebounds for Mike Mincy's crew here this evening as well. Campbell Penland with 9 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists. She does a little bit of everything for the Lady Eagles this evening. Just couldn't quite get to double figures, but a very balanced attack. All 10 players that played in this game scored. 8 points from Skylar Boshiers, 3 rebounds to go along with that as well. 4 for Addison Bird, who added 6 rebounds in the game. And 2 points from Taylor Goforth. Good to see her back for the first time since December 11th for Carson-Newman. Elsewhere on the statistics area for Emory and Henry, they shoot 22% in the second half, 20 of 66 overall in the game, 5 of 21 from deep, 24%. They hit 4 straight three-pointers at the end of the first quarter into the second quarter. A 12-0 scoring run, but really couldn't buy anything outside of that. They go 6 of 8 from the free throw line as well on the day in the game. Jones leads the way. Briley Jones with 17 points on 7 of 14 shooting. Taylor Owens, 12 points for her on the day. Hatterer finished with 7 points. 3 points from Grace Glantz. Emma Santoro, the team's leading scorer entering this game, finished with just 8 points on the day on 3 of 13 shooting in the game. 2 from Spainhour and 2 from Lee in the contest for Emory and Henry. In terms of some of those key statistical areas, Carson-Newman 29-14 leaders in points off turnovers on the day. 52-24 leaders in terms of paint points, 43-42 bench points, 35-20 fast break points in the contest so far on the afternoon. And Carson-Newman wins the final score. Here once more is 90-51. Mike Mincy should be with us here in just a moment. We'll catch up with him, see what his post-game thoughts are on this basketball game as well here tonight. The 278th Armored Cavalry Regiment would like to thank Carson-Newman University and its community for its support. The 278th ACR is a partner with Carson-Newman and will provide you with an opportunity to obtain your educational goals, achieve a paycheck, obtain new skills, qualify for assistance with college tuition. The 278th ACR invites you to be a leader while serving our community, our state, and our country. Come ride with the Tennessee Cavalry. Text 278-ACR to 70,000. Brings us now to today's AEC electrifying play of the game, and you give it to Sydney Pierce with a swat in the second quarter to put her into triple digits all time.
This game. Rebound plucked out of there by Jones. To the front court comes Owens. Gives it over to the left-hand side, and there is block number 100 for Sydney Pierce. 2-on-1 break for Emory and Henry. Pierce got back and swatted the shot attempt from Hatterer. This game. Rebound.
So there's the moment that Sydney Pierce joined the 100 block club, the 7th player in school history to do just that. Mike Mincy making his way out here. We'll speak with him when we come back. Final score, once again, 90-51. Carson-Newman blasts Emory and Henry. And we're back to wrap things up on the Domino's postgame report in a moment on the Eagle Sports Network.
Building a new home? AEC can help. Build an all-electric home with an electric heat pump, an electric water heater, an electric range, and an electric washer and dryer. AEC's certified energy inspector will provide expert advice during construction and a complete home inspection upon finish. Before the drywall is in place, call AEC at 865-719-8322. AEC. We're power with purpose. We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931. More player interviews and stats come your way in 60 seconds when the Domino's postgame report continues on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Back on the Domino's post-game report as we wrap things up here after Carson-Newman takes down Emory and Henry 90-51 with Coach Mike Mincy. Michael Watring back here on the Domino's post-game report. And, Coach, when you look at the overall stats of this game, there's obviously some things to like. You shoot 50% from the floor. You're plus 16 on the glass. But you had some chances to pull away early, and you just were unable to do so. What's your overall assessment of this game?
They had hit 4 threes, I think, and we were 0 of 13 in the first half. And it's just kind of a weird game when you look at it. We're up by 15. We've scored 45 points in the half, and we're 0 of 13 from the three. And we had the right guys shooting them. They just weren't making any. And so, we feel like if we could have put the three ball in a little bit better, we probably could have put, 55 up on at the half and had a much bigger cushion. But we didn't. And, credit Emory and Henry, they came in. They broke our press a little bit, got it over the top, got some easy layups, hit those 4 threes. We really struggled. But I'm proud of our group because I think we really did a number on them in the paint there in the first half.
Yeah, in the first half, you had a solid overall close to the half, and that carried over into the second half because you don't miss more than 3 consecutive shots at any point. Yeah. You shoot 53% in the second half, and you're able to build out that lead. And once again, you got to go to the bench, 43 points off of the bench. 2 of your 4 double-digit scores are from the bench. Mm-hmm. You get a great effort from that crew. You get Taylor Goforth back. Good to see her back in action. What do you think of how some of those reserves were able to perform?
Well, again, I think our reserves came in and gave us a lot of energy. And in today's game, they gave us a lot of point production because the starters, in a game like today, they didn't all have it together, to be able to just score the way they're capable of scoring or getting stops, whatever it may be. And then that second group comes in. It's nice to have 10 players that you can rely on to try to wear down your opponent. Harley came in much like she did against Catawba, really gave us a lift from scoring, hit the 3 threes, didn't hit the 3 ball well tonight, but she did, going 3 of 5. Abby continues to play well. Sid had another double-figure scoring game. I think Mac's all over the place. She just – a lot of the stuff that you see out of her, you don't necessarily see in the stat sheet because she just hustles everywhere. But then I do see it. She got 5 steals, 4 rebounds, just very effective with how she plays with her effort.
Yeah, the reserves 19 of 31 from the floor in this game. They score nearly half of your points as well. And
yep.
the key member of that group, at least in this game, is Sydney Pierce, the 100th block of her career. She gets 3 more tonight. Yep. Back-to-back double-digit scoring efforts after she hadn't had a double-digit scoring effort since her sophomore season. What can you say about her joining history and the 7th player in program history to get 100 blocks?
Well, it's like you and I talked about it earlier. I'm proud of how Sid has overcome, some adversity. Hasn't always played what she's capable of. I feel like she's certainly putting together a great senior campaign with how she's finishing near the rim, certainly protecting the rim, getting rebounds. And it just gives us a great 1-2 punch with her and Lindsay to be able to sub those guys in and out. And, when Lindsay gets in foul trouble, whatever, we've got a really good player that could probably start for a lot of teams in our league with her size and the way that she's playing right now. So certainly proud of Sydney. I think we talked about it in film the other day. Her freshman year, she's around 30% from the field. Now she's up around 63%, and after tonight's performance, she's probably even better, somewhere up around 64%. And to me, as a post player, that's pretty elite level, and certainly happy with the production she's given us at this point in time.
One issue that certainly did happen in the second half were turnovers. You had 12 of them in the second half. What was the issue there, and how do you correct it?
You know, you get a little bit of a lead, I guess. I mean, you see this happen all the time, but to just get a little careless with the ball. You know, a couple of times we didn't share the ball as we should and got a charge, and then maybe it's a pass that happens too late. But I think you just, you just don't stay as focused as you should, and I wanted them to, but they just get a little careless with it. And, I was a little upset, I think, especially with that first group down here on the defensive end. I felt like we had some stops already in hand, and then we bobble the ball out of bounds or don't come away with it, whatever. And so I just think that's losing a little bit of focus with such a big margin of victory at that point in time.
The good news is you were plus 15 on the glass in the second half after just plus 1 in the first half, and now you have to turn your sights to one of the hottest teams in the entire country in Wingate, who've lost just one game this year, and they blew out Lenore-Rhine here earlier today. When you look at the Bulldogs, taking away from that first game, what's going to be the key to trying to go on the road to Cuddy Arena and come away with a victory?
Probably one of the biggest things is trying to not get outscored by 12 points at the free throw line. That'd probably be one of my biggest things is we can't, see how the game's going to be officiated and adjust and not put them at the free throw line. And then in turn, being on the road, we need to try to get to the free throw line if we can, because that was a big discrepancy in the game here. And then, Troutman is just having a great year. She is definitely the thing that makes them go. And, I thought of her today like I've heard people talk about great players in the league as a unicorn or whatever. I mean, and she is. She's one of the most unique players, guard skills at her height, with the ability to get inside and play with great footwork. Any team that guards them has a certain challenge on their hands. And it was a great game here. And they are hot. They're playing very well, and so it's going to be another challenge for us to go over there and try and steal one.
Coach, thanks for the time. We'll talk to you in Cuddy Arena on Saturday.
Thank you, Michael.
It's Carson-Newman coach Mike Mincy. So the Lady Eagles get this win by 39 points here today. So Carson-Newman wins this game by a final score of 90-51 here on the home floor by 39 points over the Wasps of Emory and Henry in the first ever meeting between these two schools. And Sydney Pierce is making her way over to the scorer's table right now to join us here on the Domino's post-game report and have a conversation with us after this victory as Carson-Newman wins this game by 39. We're now joined by Sydney Pierce after Carson-Newman wins over Emory and Henry 92-51. Sydney, congratulations. You're the seventh player in program history with triple-digit blocks. You get 3 more here tonight. What's it mean to you to join a very rarefied air in this program's history?
I think it's pretty cool. We all have roles on the team, and, everybody does a good job at filling their role. And I just feel like for me, that's one thing I feel like I'm good at is reading the ball and blocking shots, and that's just one way I can help my teammates out. So,
not only have you helped your team in that area, you hadn't had a double-digit scoring game in almost 2 years. Now you have back-to-back double-digit scoring efforts, and not only that, you basically haven't missed a shot from the field. Why have you gained confidence on the offensive end?
I don't know. I mean, going against somebody like Lindsay every day in practice, who's so good and strong, she really prepares me to go against other people and just have that confidence. I mean, if I can score on her in practice, I feel like I can score on anybody. So,
piggybacking off of that, the bench was great tonight. 43 of the team's 90 points. The bench 19 of 31 from the field, basically 60% from the floor as that group. How does that reserve group take pride in what you guys have been able to accomplish here of late? Because there have been times where without the reserves, this team would be in deep trouble.
I think it's a lot of Coach Mincy puts emphasis on it doesn't really matter who starts. It's just who's in the game, who does what they're supposed to do. And I feel like we just don't want to be known as the subs. We don't want to be the people that come in and it drops off. Because I know in years past, that's been something that he's talked about is how whenever the subs go in, it drops. And I said, I feel like we just take pride in that and want to, not only be equal with the starters, but kind of uplift them if they're having a bad game. And
certainly happened here of late. And now you turn your attention to the 17th ranked team in the country on Saturday in Wingate, a team that you lost to on this floor earlier this season. What's going to be the key for your group to take the 6-game winning streak that you've had, maybe clean up a few things and get ready to go to Cuddy Arena and take on the Bulldogs?
I just think we got to think about they did beat us before, so it's going to be a battle going in there. I think everybody just needs to have confidence. They are a big team, and a lot of teams in our conference aren't as tall as they are. All their guards are pretty much taller than all of ours, so everybody's just got to play hard and want to win, work together.
Sid, congrats on block number 100 for your career.
Thank you.
We'll talk to you on Saturday.
Thank you.
She's Sydney Pierce after Carson-Newman wins this game by a final margin of 90-51. Well, it was a little bit of a weird day today. There were no shot clocks available for this one. Administrative technical issued before the game, but you got to tip it to Antoine Davis, Brian McCarter, and Luke Brennigan for handling things here at the scorer's table in this contest, and for our great crew here at Holt Fieldhouse on a solo women's basketball game night where Carson-Newman wins the game 90-51. Thanks to Skip Roberts as well for rejoining the team and hanging out with us here on the Eagle Sports Network. Once again, the final score from Holt Fieldhouse. It's Carson-Newman 90 and Emory and Henry 51. Our next broadcast launches at 1:45 on Saturday. 17th ranked Wingate, the lone remaining undefeated team in conference play this season, is next on the list. Carson-Newman now 15-3, and if they have any chance of winning a regular season championship, got to win on the road on Saturday. We'll talk to you again then. Once again, the final score 90-51. Carson-Newman dominates Emory and Henry here on the Eagle Sports Network. We'll talk to you again on Saturday. Until then, I'm Michael Watrang signing off. Good night, everybody.
You've been listening to the Domino's postgame report on the Eagle Sports Network. Today's game has been brought to you in part by Appalachian Electric Cooperative, AEC, bringing the winning game plan to your team. By Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Eagle Club, the family of Eagles. By Pepsi, the official beverage of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By Magaha Electric, providing quality electrical services and products to East Tennessee for more than 40 years. By InterDigital, IT support and marketing, laser-focused on your success. By the Bible Insurance Agency, the agency that's service-built. By Aramark, a foundation of fresh food and speedy service. By Lisa's Country Kitchen, the best food for the best prices. By Quality Suites, an official hotel of the Carson-Newman Eagles. By the Tennessee National Guard, a generation of volunteers. And by ShopCNEagles.com, the official online store of the Carson-Newman Eagles. The executive producer of the Eagle Sports Network is Matt Pope. Producers Adam Cavalier, Michael Watrang, Richard Big Daddy Martin, Brian White, and Justin J-Dog Franklin. I'm staff announcer Carl Shannon. A special thanks to Carson-Newman and University President Charles A. Fowler. Stay tuned to these stations for information on our next presentation of Carson-Newman basketball. In the meantime, visit cneagles.com for recaps, highlights, and interviews from today's game. This is the Eagle Sports Network.